Kurunji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurunji Education Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurunjischoolnkl.in.
Now the flower. So here in the flower somewhat information I have given in previous video. So that's why once before try to watch this video, once you watch a previous video also, right? Now the flower. So in flower now what is the information first we can save in our mind means it has modified leaves, means so floral meristem. How this floral meristem formation takes place means so shoot apical meristem. Shoot apical meristem is converted into floral meristem. So that particular floral meristem develops into flower. Okay, so what is the point now I am going to give you is one shoot apical meristem will be there. That particular shoot apical meristem so converted into or modified into floral meristem. That particular floral meristem involves in the formation of flower. Now let us learn the information of flower. Flower with all 4 whorls means what are those? In previous video we learned calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Suppose if the flower consists of all 4 whorls, so that particular flower we will be considering as complete flower. Suppose if the plant or suppose if the flower consists of 4 whorls, calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium, so that particular flower now we can be taken as complete flower. Okay, so this particular point is important. Next one, plant with smallest flower. NEET examination point of view important. So plant with smallest flower is Wolffia. Okay, so here smallest flower on the plant also here 2 points we can be taken. Smallest plant as well as smallest flower we can be seen in Wolffia. So this Wolffia another name is duckweed. Sometimes another names also chance is there to ask. Duckweed, Wolffia another name, right? Now the plant with largest flowers. So plant with largest flower, best example Rafflesia. Best example is Rafflesia. Plant with smallest flower is Wolffia also known as duckweed. Next one, plant with largest flower is known as Rafflesia. Right. Now what is the meaning of bract? Now let us see. Bract means flowers arise from the axils of a leaf like structure. Suppose if the flowers arise from the axil of a small leaf like structure, axil of leaf like structure, that particular leaf like structure we can be taken as bract. Once you see there, so exactly at spotlight you are observing one small leaf like structure. Now suppose from the axil of this small leaf like structure, suppose if a flower formation takes place, this small leaf like structure we will be calling as bract. Okay, did you remember one point? So same like suppose one small leaf like structure is there. From this axil of this small leaf like structure, suppose leaf formation takes place. Do you remember that? So that small leaf like structure we can be taken as which one? Stipule. Point you understood or not? Here I would like to differentiate, but I have drawn only one thing. What is the small leaf like structure is there? Suppose from the axil of this small leaf like structure leaf comes, that small leaf-like structure we will be calling as stipule. But here small leaf-like structure is there. From here, from the axil of this one, flower formation takes place. That's why this is small leaf-like structure we are calling as bract. Okay, if you have capability to understand, try to understand, otherwise leave it. Right. Now the flowers with bracts. Okay, suppose if the flowers with bracts means, so such kind of a flower we can be taken as bracteate flower. Flowers with bracts. Flowers with bracts means, once you see this diagram, so here the bract is there and here the flower also is there. No? So this kind of situation, so we can be taken as bracteate flower. Okay, bracteate flower. Next one, without bract. Without bracts means this particular small leaf-like structure will not be there. Without bract, no, we will be calling as ebracteate flowers. Means flower with bract we are calling as bracteate flower. Next one, without bract we are calling as ebracteate flower. Try to understand why, because all these are all important for NEET examination point of view while learning semi-technical description. Okay, so these points you try to save in your mind. Right. Now on the bract side means the bract side of the flower is known as anterior side. Towards the bract side, towards the bract side, the flower position we will be calling as anterior position, and main axis side is known as posterior. So main axis side we can be taken as which one? Posterior. So here two important technical terms we need to remember. One is anterior side and one more is posterior side. Anterior side means now only we have learned that thing is, suppose if the bract side means a flower towards the bract side. Once you see there what is information, so I have written here the bract side of the flower. Bract side means where it is. So here it is a bract. So bract side means downwards. So that particular thing we can be taken as anterior side. Later towards the main axis side, where it is main axis, so up towards there. So that particular thing we can be taken as posterior. So here this one definitely I will explain clearly in presence of you, no worry. Right. But two terms you try to remember. One is anterior and one more is posterior. Okay, right. Now bracteole or bracteoles, that is a small leaf-like structure present on the pedicel. Pedicel. Do you remember what is a pedicel? Stalk of flower, isn't it? Right. Now a small leaf-like structure is there. A small leaf-like structure which is present on the pedicel or at the base of the flower is known as bracteole. Means this particular small leaf-like structure which is present on the pedicel. So this point only you try to remember. Okay. Suppose if any small leaf-like structures present on the pedicel, once you see there, so this particular thing is bract, and once you see, so here the stalk of a flower is there. Stalk of a flower only we are calling as a pedicel. On the pedicel now we are observing one more small leaf-like structure now. So this small leaf-like structure only we are calling as bracteole. This one is bracteole and this one is bract. Okay, bracteole means a small leaf-like structure present on the pedicel. Pedicel is nothing but stalk of a flower, isn't it? So on the stalk of a flower, if you observe any kind of a small leaf-like structure, so that particular leaf-like structure we can be taken as bracteole. So that is the thing, bracteole. Suppose if the flowers with bracteoles means these kind of things. So flowers with bracteoles known as bracteolate. Flowers with bracteoles means these small leaf-like structures we can see. So flowers with bracteoles known as bracteolate. Next one, without bracteoles. Without bracteoles we will be calling as ebracteolate flowers. Try to remember, flowers with bracteoles, bracteolate flowers. Next one, flowers without bracteoles we are calling as ebracteolate flowers. Ebracteolate means, my dear students, once you see there, E indicates absence. So here bracteate, so means without bract, right? Likewise without means E indicates. means E indicates regarding without or absence. So here E bracteolate means what is the point? Simply we are understanding there bracteole is absent. I hope you understood this, right? Now symmetry of flowers. Symmetry of flowers. Now symmetry of flower based on the structure. Based on the structure, symmetry is divided into 3 types. Now symmetry of the flower based on the structure. Based on the structure, 3 types of symmetries are there. So right. Now, so sir, symmetry we have taken now 3 types. So generally, how we will divide, sir, means now that particular information also I have given here. It is divided or it is decided. So first of all, how it is decided? No, it is decided by the structure of petals in comparison. So try to save this point in your mind. So it is decided by the structure of petals. So structure of petals in comparison to one another. So means definitely we will decide this one. So based on the structure of the petals. So we will compare the structure of one another. So thereby we will divide. So thereby, so symmetry is divided into 3 types. Now let us see one by one. So what are those? So first one is actinomorphic. So this particular actinomorphic we can be said by one more name, radial symmetry. Next one, zygomorphic, bilateral symmetry. Next one, one more also is there, that is asymmetric flowers, right? Now one more time, actinomorphic flowers, zygomorphic flowers and asymmetric. Okay, now actinomorphic, radial symmetry, zygomorphic, bilateral symmetry. Next one, actinomorphic flower, 3rd type, right? Now let us focus on one by one. So what is the information there they have given? Now the flower is divided into 2 equal halves. The flower is divided into 2 equal and symmetrical halves. Actually here symmetrical halves no need to remember, but simply what is the point we have to store in our mind means the flower is divided into 2 equal halves. That is enough. Means when the cut from the any particular or any vertical plane passing through the center, means one particular flower is there, that particular flower must be divided into 2 equal halves when we are cutting or when we cut from any vertical plane. So here you can cut like this, or you can cut like this, or you can cut like this, or even you can cut like this also at the time. So but any vertical line passing through the center, so that particular vertical line must come through the center. At the time only, suppose if the flower is divided into 2 equal halves in any particular plane, or in any vertical plane, that must pass through the center. Okay, that particular thing we can be termed it as actinomorphic. This particular actinomorphic, so we are calling by one more name, radial symmetry. So now once you try to remember actinomorphic or radial symmetry means what is the meaning. So one particular flower is there that we can be divided into 2 equal halves in any vertical plane or cut with any vertical plane through the center. At the time, suppose if you are cutting a flower through the center in any particular direction, suppose if you are obtaining 2 equal halves of the flower means that particular symmetry you can be taken as actinomorphic. Right. Now what are the examples of generally we will be considering? Examples also important. Now hibiscus, China rose. Hibiscus is common name China rose. Hibiscus rosa sinensis we know China rose. Next one, mustard. Okay, mustard we know very well. Kadugu or melagu we will call in our Tamil mustard. Next one, datura metal we know very well. White flowers we have seen in our 9th standard or 10th standard I hope. Next one, chilies. Chilies means capsicum, means not capsicum, green chili. Okay, likewise there are 4 examples. One more time, hibiscus, mustard, datura and chili. Okay, ma? So in these 4 members, sir, only 4 only, sir, remaining all are not come, sir, means mostly so many will be there, but these 4 examples, so we can be taken according to our textbook concern. Okay, actinomorphic. Right. Now zygomorphic means, so zygomorphic bilateral symmetry. Zygomorphic, also known as bilateral symmetry there. The flower is divided into 2 equal halves and symmetrical halves when cut only through one particular plane. My dear students, mele in actinomorphic, any particular or any vertical plane we have seen passing through the center, but here only one particular plane, only passing through the center, we can obtain 2 equal halves of the flower. Point you understood or not? Means what is the point we are highlighting now? One flower is there, that particular flower we can divide it into 2 equal halves only in one particular direction through the center. Point you understood or not? So that particular thing we can be said or we can be taken as zygomorphic or bilateral symmetry. Actinomorphic or bilateral symmetry. Next one examples. So here what are the examples comes under zygomorphic means Pisum sativum pea plant. Next one beans we know very well. Next one gulmohar, we don't know this one. Next one cassia, one more, right? Now totally 3 or 4 examples now we can see. Pisum sativum we know very well. Next one beans we know, gulmohar and cassia. So okay, likewise there are 4 different types of examples. 4 examples we can be taken under zygomorphic or bilateral symmetry. Point you understood or not? Now third one point of view, asymmetric flower, asymmetric. So asymmetric. So here one clue I will give you. What is the clue? No, suppose if you are finding a before any word, so there that indicates absence. Asymmetric flower means this particular flower cannot be divided, so cannot be divided into 2 equal halves, any one along with any plane. So that is information known. Now let us see. The flower cannot be cut, cannot be cut into 2 symmetrical halves along any plane. So here one flower will be there, that particular flower we cannot be divided into equal halves through any one particular plane. So whatever may be that plane through the center, no, that particular flower cannot be divided into 2 equal halves. So that particular flower we will be considering as a symmetric flower. So what is the best example? Means best example is merosity, best example is kanna. Best example is Kanna indica. Okay, Kanna indica. Next concept is merosity. So before start to learn the merosity, so let me explain the symmetry of flowers. Okay, symmetry of flowers, how many types are there? So try to say along with me. So 3 types are there. No, one is actinomorphic, second one is zygomorphic, and third one is asymmetric flower. So in these 3 types, no, let me revise. So actinomorphic means, so through any plane the particular flower can be divided into 2 equal halves. That is only, no, one more time. Actinomorphic means through any plane, okay, through any one particular plane through the center, any particular flower can be divided into 2 equal halves, isn't it? So best examples are hibiscus, mustard, datura, chili. Right. Now zygomorphic we are calling by one more name, bilateral symmetry. So there one particular flower is there, that particular flower can be divided into 2 equal halves, up to that correct only, but only through one particular plane through the center or passing through the center. So best examples Pisum, beans, gulmohar and cassia. So actinomorphic through the center we can divide the flower into 2 equal halves in any vertical plane, whereas zygomorphic through the center only in particular direction only we can divide the particular plant flower into 2 equal halves. Next one, asymmetric, we cannot divide the flower into two equal halves along any plane. Okay, so best example Kanna indica. Let us move forward. Right, that is merosity. Merosity, symmetry of the flower based on the number. Till now we have seen symmetry of the flowers based on the structure we have seen now. Now based on the number, let us see. Point you understood. So based on the structure, three types are there. Likewise, based on the number, based on the number of members in each whorl. So based on the number of members of each whorl, based on that also the flowers divided into three types. Okay, now let us see merosity. Symmetry of the flower based on the number of members in each whorl is called merosity. Okay, it is generally decided. It is generally decided by the number of members of calyx and corolla. So means in this particular case, no number we are taking in each whorl we are taking at the time. Sorry, calyx is there, corolla is there, androecium is there, and gynoecium is there. So which one's number we have to consider more, sir? Means now clue what they are asking. Just you no need to see all members of all whorls. Just concentrate on calyx numbers as well as corolla numbers. So means if you concentrate, so it is generally decided by the number of members of calyx and corolla. Understood or not? Right, calyx and corolla members numbers based on the numbers of calyx and corolla. So we have taken merosity. Now let us have a look on the types. How many types are there means? So now the merosity, three types are there. So first one is trimerous condition or trimerous flowers. Second one is tetramerous flowers, and third one is pentamerous flowers. One more time you try to say along with me. First one is trimerous condition or trimerous flower. Second one is tetramerous flower, and the third one is pentamerous flower. Sir, trimerous flowers means what is the meaning, sir? Means once you see there the number of floral members, the number of floral members in the whorl may be 3. Means what is the meaning? Calyx and corolla only we will give importance, likewise we said now. So thereby here the number of floral members in the each whorl or in the whorl may be 3. Means calyx members 3. Calyx members are what are those? Sepals. And corolla members petals. Means the number of sepals and petals will be 3, or sir 3 both together 3, sir? Means no sepals 3 as well as petals also 3. Or one more statement also we can study, or multiples of 3. 3 or multiples of 3. Means there 3 will be there, or 6 or 9 or 12. Likewise, which one? 3 or multiples of 3 we can be taken. Okay, so best example is lilium. So for example, liliaceae family members are there now. So best example one more, which one? Onion. Onion we know no, Allium cepa. Allium cepa, scientific name of onion. So there, so trimerous condition we can see. So now one important need bit I will give you. What is that now? Trimerous condition generally we will observe in monocotyledons. So that's why in brackets I have written trimerous condition. Best example, so we can search in monocotyledons or simply monocots. Point you understood or not? So don't forget, my dear students, always trimerous condition we can observe in monocotyledons. Okay, right. Means trimerous condition means what is the meaning we have learned? So definitely floral members, or the number of floral members, how many will be there? 3 or multiples of 3. Next one, tetramerous condition. Fourth one and fifth one. So now tetramerous condition flower. So there number of floral members, the number of floral members 4 or multiples of 4. Point you understood. So thereby here what is the point? The number of floral members 4 will be there, or multiples of 4. Very easily you can find them. Once you see there tri 3 tetra 4, penta 5. So thereby you can understand clearly. So thereby tetra means 4. Which one is 4? Number of floral members. Number of floral members means what are those? Sepals as well as petals number is 4 or multiples of 4. So best example where we can see means brassica members. So mustard we are calling no. So I said no. So brassica members or mustard members. Best example. Right. Now fifth one point of view. Third one, pentamerous condition. Okay, pentamerous condition or pentamerous of flowers. So can you guess this one? So very easily you can say pentamerous means number of floral members 5 or multiples of 5. Number of floral members how many? 5 or multiples of 5. One more time, number of floral members 5 or multiples of 5 means in this particular case sepals of 5 as well as petals of 5 or multiples 5, 10, 15, 20 likewise. So this kind of condition we can be seen in hibiscus, China rose, Malvaceae family. But Malvaceae family for us not there. So they have discarded that. Right. Now whatever it is. Now based on this structure, symmetry, based on this structure, symmetry is divided into 3 types we see. What are those? Actinomorphic we see, zygomorphic we see, next one asymmetric flowers we see. Likewise, based on the number of members. So based on the number of members in each whorl, so again that time also 3 types are there, merocities. Okay, so how many members are there? 3 types are there. First one is trimerous condition, second one is tetramerous condition, and third one is pentamerous condition. So in this particular case now, one important neat bit that is trimerous condition we can observe in monocotyledons, and tetramerous condition and pentamerous condition we will observe in dicotyledons. In dicotyledons, tetramerous condition or the pentamerous condition is present, whereas in monocotyledons trimerous condition is present. So this is the small information regarding flower. Still lot of information is there to be discussed. Okay, so in next class definitely I'll give remaining information. So try to watch these videos without skip. Okay, suppose if you are not understanding anything, try to watch the videos by one more time, so with more quality, so then only you will get interest to watch. Thank you, be safe at home, take care.